Alright, it's time to watch some brain rot. Wait, so everyone is just making this cave diver thing. Maybe I can make a game about it. And of course, it has to be randomly generated. This game will put you in a cave and you'll have to basically map out the entire cave while watching out for the battery level as well as the oxygen level inside the cave. Oh, and you're not alone. How hard can it be to just create that cave system? So it turns out that it's quite hard to create a cave. However, I have an idea. What if, instead of creating literal caves, I just make a series of connected tubes and call it a day? This is the first prototype. I mean, it doesn't look like much because it's just a line, but what if I do this? Alright, maybe if I try again? Alright, almost. Nope, definitely not. Okay, maybe there's a video that will give me a better understanding about how to generate an actual mesh. Oh, it seems very informative. Let's go, it works. Apparently Unity has something that's called splines, which is a line that can have curves.
What?
Anyways, with that I should get a more round and natural looking cube. Okay, just let me add this keyboard sound while I show you a sped up video of me doing absolutely nothing because I have to change it and you'll soon find out why. I'll give you a hint. It works very nice until you realize that the tubes can connect. Yeah, who'd have thought? Apparently ChatGPT came with a solution that would be to use a marching cube algorithm, which generally means you have a grid where one cell can have one single value. If that value is 0 or any arbitrary value specified, then there's going to be there an empty space. If its value is 1, then the algorithm will put there a mesh and any value in between will result in a gradient that will kind of smooth the walls of the cave. Now you would think that to create this algorithm from scratch would be kind of hard, right? Yes, it would be, but who would want to make it when Justin here has the whole code on GitHub? Thank you, Justin. Now that I borrowed his code, let's see if I can make a cave. This kind of looks like a cave, but can I make more tunnels and make them smaller? No, at least not in this configuration. It uses some sort of 3D noise generator to give him random values, and then you get the idea. Now, still using the noise generator, I couldn't under any way get the tunnels I wanted. That leaves me with two choices. 1. Change the game for this video entirely, or 2. I'll make you wait half a minute because the game generation is poorly optimized, but I'll make sure to fix it in the future. Wink. If you know, you know, you know. After finally making the decision to use 4 for loops, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 loops! I got it working, and it works. Now I just have to make the player and someone to follow you while you mind your business. I'm not gonna say again that it's gonna be easy and then give you a 2-minute explanation why it isn't. I think it's gonna be quite easy, in fact. The player was actually easy to set up. It uses a character controller and some very weak gravity, and you can kind of get a free cam movement because since it's a cave, a free cam player would be more manageable. Next, I added a battery level that will just decrease the brightness, added more darkness, exploration level and oxygen level that will decrease more rapidly when you elevate in altitude because theoretically it would be more physically extenuating and you would need more oxygen to do this. Now at this point I didn't have in mind to add an actual enemy and to just let you wander in the cave, and you would win by just finding a very bright light to mimic the exit. This could work, but now instead of doing that you can only win when the whole cave has been explored. Next up I added some hands to give the player more realism, and I decided to make an animation for them. It seemed like a good idea until I pressed play and I witnessed my abomination for the first time. Yeah, top of the line animator, what can I say? Since the idea of using actual animations was out of the window, as the editor, before continuing, I want to apologize for what you've just saw, and I want to animate, just to redeem myself, what I meant by throwing the idea out of the window. So, let's start in 3, 2, 1, and animation starts right now. See the loud explosion, and yeah, that was it. Thank you guys, like and subscribe, don't forget, and let's go back to the video. I had to think of something else because it looks weird wandering in a cave and not seeing your hands move with you. So I decided to use inverse kinematics. It sounds scary, but it means that when animating, you can just specify where the palm of your hand should be and the whole arm will rotate naturally. This was perfect. After a few failed attempts, it worked. Almost. I mean, it would work only if you would look at your hand at the same time, but thankfully I figured it out and now it works well enough. As I said, late in the development of the game, I decided that it would be a good idea to add an enemy, and for that I figured that a giant spider would be the best option. However, a spider has a lot of legs, and the rig wasn't set up for inverse kinematics, so I actually opened Blender. No, that's not what happened. I just found a skin stealer on Sketchfab that for some reason stole its own skin. Anyways, after giving it a new set of skin, don't ask me where I got it from, and conversated a bit with him.
Why are you gay?
I learned that his name is Bob. Yeah, that Bob. Car Bob. And he will be more than happy to roam the cave. As soon as I apply inverse kinematics, I realized that Bob will have a hard time navigating the caves, unless I add a hash map that is called a dictionary in Unity that will store as a key a vector tree and as a value a bool because I can't just give it 10. Then I fill this hash map with all the positions that are considered there. And then I just do a very basic distance calculations in all available directions to the player position and move Bob in the direction that will lead me closer to the player. I can't forget that I also have to learn his position and rotation, and when he's close enough to the player, it will look at him. And when you're really close to him, he doesn't like you. You'll just lose. And that's it for Bob, mostly. Then I had to add sound, and I forgot to record this part, but you can imagine. And now it's that part of the video where I tell you that you can download it, but before you do, just watch me trying to beat my own game. Alright, so let's play it! Oh, that sounded so wrong. Let's play the game. It looks extremely weird what is happening right here. Let me show you what is actually happening before I get a strike. So what happens is that the interior of the skin stealer looks like this because its mouth is right there, and with the correct post-processing applied and with the correct lighting applied, it looks like that. But trust me, it's the skin stealer, is nothing else. Anyways, before actually playing, I'm gonna try to win, but it's very hard. And let's lower the desktop audio. I don't know, like minus 20 decibels is not. There aren't that many sounds as there were on floor 15, but there are sounds. So I just gotta make sure that I lower the audio because you couldn't hear me properly in some parts at least. So we're gonna play in Unity because why do I gotta give explanations? So I'm gonna just maximize this. It looks well enough, and let's hit play. So there's gonna be like a 30-second. Oh, okay. Hello. So two things happened. Either Unity crashed or something else happened. Oh, okay. So let's start. We're right here, okay. And I'm trying to do 100% explored, but as I said, it's quite hard. The gameplay could be kind of boring. I mean, you don't have to do that much on a cave, you just explore it. Yeah, I wonder what's gonna be there. What could it be? Oh, okay, 2 passages. It's likely that that's one passage we've came from. Now there are some occasions where there's a hole right here. I'm not gonna patch that up. I'll let you just walk off if you want. The environment sound will just stop. Oh, half explored. Maybe it's not that hard after all. It also depends on the cave generation. And this one is a pretty okay cave. I mean, not a lot of passages, it's just a straight line, straight tunnel. We're also gonna test if the wind system actually works, because... So... I can hear Bob behind me. Really nice. I don't think we're gonna explore that part of the cave. At least not just yet. Maybe there's a way we can go. But I don't have a lot of battery left, so I might have to increase the battery capacity. But Bob is right there. I can hear him. Oh. Maybe he got bored of waiting for us. No. It's him! Let's run. That's Bob. Bob, we've discussed that we're friends for this. Oh no. Bob, we were friends. At least now. While I record. Okay, Bob stopped. No! Bob, leave me alone, please. Bob, come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. Please, Bob. Leave me alone to record this one. At least this one. Please. Come on. What are you doing? Are you mining? Ah! Okay, so it's extremely close to me. Yeah, should have figured it out. So yeah. Go download it on itch.io and video's over.